entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Hi, and welcome to a brand new episode of OMGame Boy, pocket-sized podcasting, our first one of 2023. I'm, of course, Dan Tendo.
As always, joined with him is Nick Tendo.
Yeah, so this episode is actually funnily enough?
Funnily is not a word. Nope.
Okay. It's a combination of three things that are not connected.
Yeah.
So I wanted to use the Nintendo 64 logo somehow. And two things that are connected to you. You said, let's do an episode about hot video game chicks.
Sounds weird when you put it that way, but yeah, that's fine.
And then you also recently watched Gladiator with your son, and you got in trouble watching it.
That's correct. Yeah.
So this episode is now called "Are You Not Entertained?" is a
Good.
line he says in the movie, and so I just use the N instead of EN. There you go.
I haven't seen any final photoshops or anything. Are you going to do Russell Crowe with his head as the ends circling and then that title above it?
Possibly. I don't know.
Maybe with some of the girls in the audience?
Maybe there's certain girls behind him and under him.
Yeah, I don't know.
There you go. Fine. Some of the girls we talk about. Listen,
yeah, could be.
This is if you're a full stop.
If you're a gamer.
This is the first episode that we're going to be fully sexist on.
Is it?
It could be. You know, we're guys. You know,
that's not sexist. I think because we're heteronormative. Is that what you're saying?
No, I mean, this is an episode about female characters in video games.
We're empowering them.
Yeah, we're empowering them by talking about if we want to date them.
Yeah. Isn't that empowering? I don't know. It seems it to me. It doesn't seem sexist.
The whole idea was when you said female video game characters, I'm like, all right, well, let's just turn it on its head. Let's only look up terrible looking polygon female characters from the 90s that are not attractive at all. That nobody would want to have sex even with the 90s. And they look so bad that let's make a list of them and throw the list at the other person and treat it like a dating app. So I would say, for example, I'll say a name of a character and you'll look up the picture and you'll be like, swipe right or swipe left. Like, do you want to date them? I'll tell you a little bit about them. Yeah. Like I said, like this is the first episode we're sexist, but we're not really because they're not attractive.
Well, and I'm getting ready to use dating apps. So now I have to learn
this is like
how
a
to use
like
swiping
Nick doesn't know how to use them.
and left. I don't know how to use. I don't know how to swipe. Yes. I'm not directional.
So we're not going to talk about like a Lara Croft that looks new. We're not going to talk about Alloy from Horizon Zero West. Like we're not going to talk about
I don't know any of the new. Nothing new.
Nothing new.
Old.
All of something from 1990 to 99 probably.
Yeah, actually one from 2000, 1995. Yeah, we're pretty good.
Yeah. So all right, I'm going to throw some names at you, Nick. And then if you got quick fingers, you can look them up.
Yeah, who we got?
So I want you to look up Pilot Wing 64. Pilot Wing 64, and I want you to look up Robin. Robin. She's blonde. She likes flying a jetpack, skydiving, hand gliding, and auto gyro, and getting in a cannon and getting shot out of a cannon.
How did you get what she likes? Did you make that up?
No, those are all like the sports in that game.
Oh, okay, cool.
So she could do all of them. So I just assume she likes all those things.
She's a blonde, you know. She's it's weirdly enough, she's voluptuous. Is that a thing?
I mean, I think all 90s polygon characters are voluptuous.
Yeah, like they spent a lot of work on that chest area. Okay, that's
so would you swipe right or
swipe right? Yeah.
All right. Go to R.
You ready? I'll give you one. Or you want to do all me, all you? Back and forth?
No, we'll go back and forth.
All right. You mentioned this one, but you have to do Lara Croft Tomb Raider 1. And there's a reason I'm doing these. Okay. You know, her Tomb Raider 1.
1995, right?
Yeah, correct. Oh, please don't look at any of the newer ones. That's ridiculous.
Okay.
This one.
Okay. The one on the front cover.
Yep.
Oh, the first one, yeah.
Tomb Raider 1.
Okay.
She's into outdoor stuff. She's very... Can you describe her chest area?
Like the character you just said, pretty voluptuous.
Yeah, but I feel like that's her. Look at the actual in-game graphics. I apologize, not
her chest area is more pointy.
Very pointy. In fact, I would go to say she has triangle boobs.
They are triangle boobs. Was Madonna's In Vogue popular at the time?
I don't know, but you know,
cone boobs.
Like if the other ones hadn't come out later, what would you think? I don't know. I wish I could send this to you. It's a polygon.
Does she talk in the first one?
She makes noises like jump.
Because I find like a British accent on a girl like kind of hot. So if she's British, I know that. So if she talks in this, I can forgo her jagged edges
Okay.
And she's rich. Isn't she rich?
Yeah, she's got a butler. You can freeze him.
So
you can freeze
rich.
him.
She's rich and British.
Okay, you got it. I know what you're doing.
Swipe right.
Swipe right. All right.
All right.
What else you got?
So I want you to look up Anne from Milo's Astro Lanes. So Astro Lanes is in like a bowling lane.
I think I seen a girl do a TikTok on this game. It was like one of the worst games ever made.
She looks like a 1950s waitress. She likes bowling.
How do you spell Anne? Yeah, I've seen. Oh, weird. I thought it was A-N-N-E.
You can probably just see her on the front cover if you look up Astro's Milo's Astro Lanes. She's probably on the front cover.
Oh, that's her in the background here.
Yeah,
cheering?
Yeah.
Oh, I seen another one of her in gameplay move. Wow, like she's not really wearing a lot in this part, is it?
Okay, is it yes or no?
No, not my style. Blue hair, everything.
Good answer, because there's a possibility she's a teenager. Because I'm pretty sure Milo in the game, the guy, is a teenager, so she might be too.
I mean, now she's not.
Yeah, but no, you're just swiping her what she looked like.
I was maybe projecting forward. I don't know.
That's what is that? Polygon philia.
That's not going to be the theme for this year. Is not
polygon philia. We're gonna say it every episode.
Okay.
All right, you got one for me?
Yeah.
Swipe left. Okay, good. She's a teenager. You don't want that.
Fear Effect Hannah.
Oh, come on. I already know what she looks like.
Yeah, I know.
But again, she's very jagged.
Oh, of course. This is my dude. What we didn't get the technology for smooth body, but I mean, are you seeing the towel one? Do you see the towel one?
I see the towel one. It's the first thing that came up when I looked at her.
Is it? Oh, okay. Yeah.
So would I date her? So what does she like? What is, because I care about what girls like.
Right. Of course. No danger. Wearing a towel. Fear Effect, which is some kind of meter that fills up 2D polygon backgrounds that are sprites are placed upon. That's what she's into.
She's like a bounty hunter too, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Or something like that.
Something like that.
Clearly, I mean, listen, I'm not a sexist, but swipe right, because I want to know what she's into. I want to know, like, if she likes.
You want to know her. You want to get to know her.
I want to get to know her. I'm not all about appearance.
Of course, you're not. Of course,
but I clicked on the one that she's in the towel in, though.
Of course you are. Of course you did.
Okay, so look up Quest 64. Shannon Stork. STORK.
I figured.
She has white hair.
Yeah.
Apparently she's an artificial human. She knows a lot of stuff about philosophy, and she's always like in a hotel.
She's always in a hotel? Is that part of her?
According to the Wikipedia, she's always in a hotel.
Okay, I'm not going to argue with it.
But she knows a lot about philosophy.
Okay, I see her. She's not my type.
Swipe left, right.
Swipe left.
No, you're not into her?
Nope, not going to do it.
Okay, sorry.
I'm saving my swipes for someone else. Someone special.
Okay. I mean, on these apps, you do only get a certain amount of swipes.
Good. I'm pacing myself pretty well.
Okay,
ready?
Fair enough.
Regina, Dino Crisis.
All the ones that you're listing, I already know what they look like.
I know.
And I know the ones that I'm listing you have never seen in your life.
No, I know. There's also Steam.
So I've seen her a bunch of times.
Yeah.
I don't like her outfit.
The red hair?
Yeah. No, well, I mean, like, red hair is fine.
Okay.
But her outfit's weird. I don't know.
You can swipe left, dude. I'm not here to make you swipe right on everyone.
I might swipe left because I played this game and
she's into dinosaurs.
And she's into. I like dinosaurs, but she's trying to kill them.
True.
I like Jurassic Park. She probably doesn't like Jurassic Park.
Okay. Well, you swiped right on Tomb Raider, and didn't she have that reveal, which doesn't make sense in that game, by the way?
Oh, the T-Rex shows up at the end.
Yeah, which is hilarious.
Yeah, I'm gonna weirdly. You would think that I would swipe right, but I'm gonna swipe left.
Okay, that's totally fine, dude.
Yeah.
That's wow.
Nice. There's another one, Princess Million from Bomberman Hero. So just to let you know, all the ones I'm naming are from Nintendo 64 games.
And interesting enough, all mine are from PS1 games.
Yeah. So Princess Million, she's done.
We already. It's 2023. We have our personalities now. I'm Mr. PlayStation now.
I'm Mr.
All of a sudden,
Nintendo. Yeah.
You're Mr. Xbox.
So Princess Million, she just looks like a generic princess, so there's nothing really special about her. I think she's like part of the plot, but she's very generic looking. If you like plain Janes,
her personality just isn't big enough for me.
Wait, hold up.
Yeah.
Are you saying her personality cup size? Is that what you meant?
I mean, I'm not seeing all that personality.
Wow. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it here first.
Swipe left.
Because her polygons aren't big enough, he's not
I didn't
into
say that.
her.
I said personality, didn't I?
Yeah, but
Out
I
loud?
know what you're thinking.
Oh no! Now see, you're reading between some lines.
It's just a normal. She's a basic B, and that's okay.
All right, dude, you ready?
Yeah. So you swipe left. Okay.
Aya Bree, AYA space Bree, BREA, and then Parasite Eve.
Of course. I remember what she looks like, but I'm gonna look it up anyway.
I know. Yeah. I mean, it's
Honestly, I remember thinking she was hot back then, even in polygon form.
I agree.
So like when she goes to the very first beginning of the first game is like she's in a dress and she's going to like a New Year's Eve party or something.
Oh
right?
yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
And like all the fucked up shit happens and then she like gets in a cop gear. But yeah, like I don't know if is she white haired or blonde? Because white hair kind of does it for me.
I know. She's blondish.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I mean her polygon look isn't as shitty as I thought it was going to be. To be honest,
I know. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I fully expected all the ones you told me to be really shitty.
So it's interesting enough that these two systems run parallel each other. It's not like this is 10 years later.
That is very interesting. They are very close to, they're literally the same years. And the ones you're telling me actually look like real females.
Like not necessarily real females. Sexually super sexualized, possibly.
Yes, yeah.
Real females.
And the ones I'm giving you are the least sexualized.
Yeah, which is, I don't know, a common theme.
Yeah. So I would swipe right.
Okay, that's fair.
So here's one. Ready?
Yeah.
Kazooie from Banjo-Kazooie. So in case anyone didn't know, Kazooie, the bird from Banjo-Kazooie, is a female.
I didn't know actually, and that's a suggestive pose.
It's a red bird. She can run really fast. She's very talkative.
Yellow tips all over the place.
Tips. Like, how do you feel about her polygon count now?
I didn't know she was female. I'm seeing some fan art that is really.
No, you're not. Is that really fan art?
Yeah, but it's like nothing too sexual. I didn't type in anything further, so I'm sure.
Well, if I use Bing, sometimes Bing gives me sexual.
Sometimes Bing does.
Results.
Yeah, I would swipe right on this one. I'd give her a shot.
You would swipe right on a bird?
Why not, dude? I want to see what's going on. Like, I'm really intrigued now. All the others.
I'm actually surprised. I thought you would swipe left on this one and swipe right on the teenager so I can catch you.
Nope. I'm a little too quick for that.
Yeah.
And in bird years, this bird is old, so we're good.
That's true. Okay, fair enough. All right.
Let's see.
So remember, just to let you know, even though you're swiping on these girls, who knows if any of them are going to talk to you?
Dude, they might not. But that's why I'm wearing this shirt.
Who knows if any of them swiped on you?
I don't know. How about?
Okay.
Is that did I spell it right? Yeah. All right. Lin, Lin, from Soul of Samurai.
Soul of.
You'll recognize the cover of the game, but yeah.
Lin. So she's on the cover.
I think that's her on the cover. Yeah. But she's also in the game. Yeah.
Okay.
But if you see her in action, you'll recognize her little pink and red little outfit or whatever.
Oh, I see her. Yeah, she does look shitty. Not personality wise. I'm sure she's really nice, but her polygons. I don't know. I'm gonna say swipe left.
Really? Okay.
She's probably, of all the ones you gave me, she's probably like the worst graphics.
Yeah, I would.
And
agree.
maybe that says something about me because the better the graphics of them looking like a hot chick, I'm like, yeah, I'm in. So maybe this episode is super sexist because my idea was just to find shitty looking ones, and you're giving me real ones, and I'm like, yeah.
Well, I'm also just proving a point that's really funny that these two systems were like these women are happening at the same time.
That is, I actually did not even think about that. It's a really
isn't it crazy?
Point. Yeah. The last one I have is her name is Valerie from Fighter Destiny. It's an N64 fighting game. She has white hair.
What is it called? What Destiny?
Fighter. She's a German model, and if she kicks you in the air, she can juggle you nonstop.
Oh, I see her. I kind of like a girl could beat me up. So yeah.
There you go. Hey, if any girls
got
are
one,
listening,
swipe right.
Nix into that. Now, do you think? Here's a good way to reverse it.
Mm-hmm.
What girls that you listed for me do you think would actually respond to me or like me back?
None of them so far.
Okay. I think Kazooie would probably like you back.
You think?
I think the teenage girl would probably like you back.
I didn't like her, so that's fine. I don't care.
Well, I'll go into your phone and like her, and then get you arrested.
All right, ready? Last one, which it's funny that looks different than looks now, but okay.
Okay.
Nina Williams Tekken. Interesting.
Nina Williams? Am I looking up like 1995?
Yeah, Tekken 1, right? Tekken 1, obviously, because she come a long way. It's just interesting.
Oh, this picture, she has like gymnastics, like yoga pants on, and a gun.
Yeah, isn't
with
that
a
weird?
gun and a knife.
Yeah, a knife, of course. You need both.
And I think she's yelling.
Yeah, okay. She could be yelling.
I'm gonna swipe left.
Wow, the graphics.
She's like
That's all about the graphics for you.
Well, it's weird because like she's half jagged, half like normal. Like her proportions are insane.
Oh, this one's wild.
Like her proportions are too insane.
I wish I could share this with you. This one's a crazy look. I guess this is like a pro before the game was released. Anyway, it's wild.
Oh, her and the cutscenes are insane.
Of course. Yeah. But either way, like, so now we know, like, it's crazy to me that all of these women are like voluptuous. They have shapely bodies. They're like supposed to appeal to the young male gamer. Like, I think these were the first hot gamers, right? Because Sega,
we're not saying anything that people don't know or anything.
No.
Like, that's true. Yeah,
dead serious. So Sega, you couldn't have attractive females, really? Could you? I don't think so.
I mean, there was pixelated, but I think once it went into the 3D realm, I think obviously that got like the male gaze more.
And PlayStation went that route, dude. PlayStation was like friggin' throwing it around.
This is
N64.
such a really funny social experiment because
N64 was just throwing cartoons everywhere.
Yeah,
which is really funny. And I didn't know
they were
so
jagged. Like, I didn't even bother to look up Sega Saturn because I didn't have it. But like, I'm assuming the Sega Saturn might be in between. Where, they were cartoony, sense. But also like still jaggy. Yeah.
Yo, PlayStation was horny.
And they really were. I actually have a real one, a picture of real women that like I'm going to show you them then. But I need to know if you would swipe on them now.
What do you mean?
So my friend moved out of his house recently, and on his fridge was a picture that I got in like 2002, 2003 of these two radio. I don't know what you would call them, like VJs, like radio women.
Okay.
That went to like events and worked for the radio station. And this is a picture of them in 2002, 3. Dude. And it's signed. Their names are Melissa and Tanya. They worked at the 94 WYSP.
Yeah.
It was a rock station here in Philly. It doesn't exist.
Do you know their last names? That's weird because I actually might know them as hosts because I used to listen to radio all the time.
So it says Dan, rock on to YSP, heart.
Oh, dude.
Love Tanya.
The other one didn't sign it?
No. So here's the thing. They could be dead. They could be old. It's been 20 some years. Would you swipe on them now?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. I wouldn't even hesitate.
But not what they look like here.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
They could be dead.
Should I look them up?
No.
Okay. I was going to say, there's no way. If they don't work at the radio station anymore, there's no way I could find them anywhere.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm going to wear the shirt for my new picture. Oh, go ahead. Show your shirt. You didn't even get to show it, dude.
Oh, yeah. I'm wearing an N64 shirt. But, of course, I always fuck up and my microphone placement's right in front of my shirt. So you see the 64.
You can see this.
So anyway, this episode was actually a social experiment. We kind of wanted to turn the gaming culture on its head.
Yeah.
Like we started the episode, we're like, hey, we're sexist. We want to talk about women. But no, the joke's on you. You listened to this episode.
You're a sexist and we got you.
You're a sexist.
Wait. Check.
You didn't think, hey, we're swiping left on you. Because you didn't think this episode would turn on you.
Audience, you really think that we were judging women's bodies?
You really think that we're into polygon women?
Polygонphilia. You think we're sick? You're sick.
You're the sicko. Listen to us.
We caught you. We literally 4K. Yo, take out your camera.
Caught you in 4K, you fucking perverts.
Still listening? Wow.
Still listening.
This guy's a glutton for punishment. This girl.
Before we go, can I just tell you that actually that was one of my favorite moments in any podcast episode ever.
Yeah, what?
It's a very similar thing that happened. So you might not have heard of them, but there's a podcast called How Did This Get Played?
Okay.
And they changed their name, but like 4 or 5 years ago, they had an episode that took place on Thanksgiving. So they were recording on Thanksgiving, and they had a Native American comedian who was their friend on as a guest. And they were playing, like they reviewed games every episode, and they were playing Custer's Last Stand. Do you remember that game?
I don't remember the game, actually.
So you play as Colonel, it's an Atari game, and you play as Colonel Custard, and he's raping Native American women.
Good Lord.
And it was an actual like game that's known for being like fucked up. So their joke was like, hey, we're going to play this Native American game to celebrate Thanksgiving. So their Native American comedian friend was on there, and he like just called them out. He was like, "Hey, I find it kind of weird that you guys invited me to help you review and joke about this game." And this was episodes like 4 or 5 years ago. And they were like, "Oh, what do you mean?" Like they didn't see they were so naive to being idiots, like being offensive to their friend.
Ugh.
And it was so awkward. They kept the episode and they posted it. And like their description was like, "Hey, we learned a thing or two." And I'm like, "You guys are fucking morons."
I guess so.
Well, like, did you think this was a good idea?
How did it relate to us? Are we learning?
No, I'm saying like this guy like basically like turned it on them.
All right.
Like we're turning it on people.
Okay, so the audience is the bad guy in this?
The audience is the bad guy in this. In that show, the two hosts,
I know
the original
they
hosts,
were. Of course they. Yeah.
But anyway, if you can go, I don't know what they're called now, but if you go like 4 or 5 years ago to their Thanksgiving Custard's Last Stand episode, it's the craziest thing because they were friends with this guy, and the guy was like, "Hey, I think this is fucked up that you invited me to this episode."
Swipe left on them.
Yeah, swipe left on them. Even though I did enjoy their podcast, but that was the most uncomfortable podcast episode I've ever heard in my entire life.
Oof. Well, at least here we got attractive people doing
swipe
attractive
right
things.
on us.
Swipe right on us.
Swipe right on polygon women if you like things about them, not just their looks.
Personality
traits. Swipe right on like the subscribe button.
Yeah, I don't think it swipes, but yeah, we could do that.
Okay. All right, that's all. I mean, that's pretty much, we combined 3 things that really had nothing to do with each other.
And now you're going to make it a cover art.
I'm going to somehow, I mean, you wanted me to make Russell Crowe the N word. I remember you were like, "Hey, just name the episode The N-word." And I'm like, "What N-word?" And I was like, "No, dude, don't say it."
No, don't try it. So,
all right, that's our episode. Do you have anything else you want to say?
No, I would absolutely date any one of these people. Actually, I've changed my mind.
The people I gave you or the people you gave me?
Both.
Fair enough. All right.
I'm just going to keep swiping right until the app explodes. All right.
All right. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, guys. Swipe right. Game over.
Game over.